2026 is starting out slower than I had planned. But today is my Besremi medication update and my injury story, because I know for those of you who have been following me and you're probably wondering what the heck happened when you saw my reel. So I'll tell you the story and then you can just laugh at me or laugh with me. So I have a puppy. As you may know, I have a new puppy. Well, not new, new-ish, and he's still being potty trained. So every morning the routine is I carry him to make sure that I'm getting him outside to do his business. So during the winter, I just throw him out, open up the deck on, not throw him, but you know what I mean, put him out on the deck so that he can just do his business. But now the weather warmed up in the last couple weeks, so I'm like, okay, I'm trying to train him to actually go down on the bottom part, where the grass is and everything. So I get up in the morning, pick up s'moresies, go downstairs. I live in a 2-story home, so go downstairs, and it's dark outside because in the winter in Canada, here it is very dark. So I didn't realize that it was icy slippery. So I'm going down the stairs and I fall and my leg literally goes the way that it's not supposed to go. So I'm using my upper body strength to lift myself up, get myself up. And at first, I felt some pain, but it wasn't excruciating or anything like that. So, I just hop back into the house, do my morning routine, even walk my daughter to school. It was uncomfortable, but I managed. And then the pain got progressively worse. So I'm like, oh my gosh, did I break a small bone or something? And so being older, I was like, I should go to the hospital and at least make sure that I don't have a broken bone, because we are also supposed to travel to Japan in a couple weeks. I know, isn't it wonderful that I get this sprain before on our trip? But I guess I always am the type of person who looks for the silver lining in everything, and that, since my diagnosis even, I said I'm gonna get my kids to do more things. Moms were all guilty of this. We do always do so much for our kids. And I think having this injury made me realize even more how much I still do a little bit too much for my kids still, that I should have them do more than what I even get them to do. And now I have no choice because I'm very slow and I'm just limping around with everything. So obviously I'm asking more of my boys, to pick up the slack on a lot of things, even, just more extra cleaning, picking up after the puppy, all these little things that actually add up to a lot. And I just do it, without ever calling them, or laundry, which is constant in our house because of 4 active kids. So anyhow, that's the story behind my injury. And I laugh about it because I feel like it's so silly, because my whole life essentially, and being super active and doing all, active things and hiking and all that stuff, knock on wood, I haven't had any serious injuries in my lifetime other than breaking my arm when I was a kid, again, from doing my monkey bar stuff. I used to do crazy stuff on the monkey bars. But yeah, so this is my second injury. And honestly, it's I get moments of frustration, but I know I shouldn't let it get to me, because at least I am still mobile, even though I'm extremely slow, wobbling. Yesterday actually was a lot of fun because, of course, when my injury happens, we are low on everything in the house with food. So yesterday we go Costco shopping. My sons are with me because they're homeschooled. So we go Costco shopping. My sons are doing, I'm in the, like the Costco has like the electronic wheelchair thing. So I'm in the electronic wheelchair. And then I'm telling my boys, okay, get this, get that, get that. And, you know, my oldest was the one pushing the cart. So it was actually a fun day. We had fun with the injured mama bear. So that's the story on my injury. I'm just praying and hoping that it gets better, at least, if not 100%, at least like 70%. So, you know, I can move a lot. So just really going at the slow pace is really difficult for me. But also, like, Japan is super busy, and obviously we're there to travel and explore. So, you know, I would like to be walking at least at 70% so we can explore a lot of things. But anyways, that's a whole nother story I'll share. But today is more giving you the story of what happened and an update on how my medications and how my diagnosis, I know it's been a while and a minute since I've shared anything, but as I know many of you have followed me and know that I was anti-meds. Like I said, I didn't even take a Tylenol before. So going on this medication, oh no, there's another lady that just fell outside. Well, somebody's coming to help her now. That's the thing about Canadian winters, eh? So, oh no, hopefully she's okay. It looks like she's having a hard time getting up. But somebody came and helped her there. I don't know if you can see right there, the two people. Well, at least somebody was kind enough to come help her. Oh gosh, I hope she's okay. Oh, yeah, she's got gray hair. Oh, she's okay. She's moving. She's mobile. Canadian winters, hey? I don't know. I'm seriously contemplating at this point going back to my family's heritage home country in Vietnam and building a house and just retiring there. But I'm a little bit a ways from retirement still. But anyways, okay, off topic. So going back to how I'm doing with Besremi and meds. So if you watch my, you know, initial, I was very nervous about going on these meds because I wasn't sure how I was going to react or if things are going to get worse. And again, being a person who never even took Tylenol before, I was very nervous. But I will get to the point and say that it's been, I feel so blessed. I feel so grateful. I prayed about it. Like every time I actually take another dose, which is tomorrow will be, I think it's my 5th dose. And I am at 300 micrograms now. I pray over it before I inject myself because I inject myself. So I pray over it and I just thank you, Jesus, and thank you, God, that I haven't had any adverse reactions or I just feel so incredibly blessed and so incredibly grateful that I've been doing really well. And the positive is, if you didn't know or do know, I was also going in for weekly, what they call phlebotomies, where they're taking out blood. And so it was quite the ordeal. But again, I didn't complain, wasn't complaining, but it was a lot because I had to go in weekly to the hospital for my weekly blood withdrawals. Then I also had to go weekly to the labs to get my blood tested. So that was 2 appointments that I had to do weekly and then go in to see my hematologist at the cancer center. So sometimes it was just a lot all at once, and then you compound appointments that I had for my kids, and it was very crazy, very intense. But the last time that I went in to see my hematologist, which would be, I guess, 3 weeks now, I'm actually going to see her again just before I travel to Japan. I got great news. So obviously my numbers are coming down or in a good, stable, safe place. So for now, I don't have to go in for the weekly phlebotomies anymore, which is the weekly blood withdrawals. Thank goodness. So I'm super happy about that. Yeah, that was such good news. And then as far as how, like I said, with the Besremi, the medications, how it's been doing for me, obviously, we never know what the long-term effects of any meds are, right? But I mean, I think for me, it's not changed my perspective entirely, because I still believe that our bodies have a powerful, inner ability to heal itself. However, with that being said, like, I don't want to, whereas before I was anti-medication, if you will, and I believe now that there's like insulin. We'll just take insulin as an example. Insulin works. It truly does work, right? So I can't speak to Besremi and the medication that I'm on, but I feel, at least for me, it's working. And the biggest thing for me was the exhaustion with this diagnosis. I hate saying the word cancer. Was the exhaustion, like just constantly being tired. Like, I'm still tired, but I feel like not as tired, except for this injury, because I feel like the sprain is taking so much of my energy. So I've been tired. But prior to my injury, I have to say I was getting back into like my full-on workout routine, not being hardcore, but like was working out back almost every day again. And I just felt good overall. So that's the update on Besremi and how it's been doing for me. And tomorrow, again, like I said, is going to be I guess it'll be my 5th or my 6th dose at 300 micrograms. And then I'm going to be seeing my hematologist next week, just to see how my numbers are doing before I fly out to Japan. She gave me the green light that I can go. So the kids are super excited about that. So be sure to follow if you want to see more of our travels as well. I'll be sharing that on my Instagram, Wander Mama of 4, of our travels. But it's my youngest boy, it's his birthday, and then my daughter, it's her birthday. They're both February babies. So their birthdays will be in Japan. So obviously they're excited about that. And yeah, so that's the update. And 2026 is, I know there's so many things going on in the world right now politically, but I won't get into that on this channel. But I will end this video by wishing you a wonderful 2026, and wishing you much happiness, much health, and much prosperity. And thanks for being here, and thanks for all your support and all your prayers for those of you who have prayed for me. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.